All right, so here we are again with another review of U.S. oil perfumery, cologne oil, or perfume oil, whatever you want to call it. Again, I apologize if you hear some barking dogs and all this nonsense. Like I said, I'm a very kind of go with the flow kind of person. Got my beer here. Everybody, cheers to that. Um, have the highest quality beer on my channel. So, yeah, I'm going to do another review of this cologne oil. Today we have Tobacco Vanille, and this is a impression or a clone, I guess you could say, of Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. Tom Ford's like one of the biggest, like I believe they're niche. I'm not like I said before, I'm not a humongous, fragrance community guy. I think they're niche though. I think they only make colognes. So, Tobacco Vanille, this is an expensive cologne, like a really expensive cologne. And if you're watching because you're interested in what this smells like and all that kind of stuff, or if you're just kind of like interested in what I have to say, well, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, as a cologne, this is a really good cologne. As a cologne oil, this is really good. Now, this is a cologne oil that I haven't actually smelled the original of. So, I'm going to be honest with you, I can't comment on how close this is to the original. However, if you go to the US Oil Perfumery website, it's us.oilperfumery.com, I believe. And again, I'm absolutely not sponsored by them, but help a brother out. Send me some of these to review because they're good stuff. But if you read reviews, a lot of people say this is like very, very close to the original. But like I said, I can't comment on how close it is to the original because I've unfortunately never smelled it. But how does this cologne oil smell? My dear Lord, this smells so good. To my nose, this smells so good. This is a unbelievably good smelling cologne. Some people have said they don't like it, and it's interesting because I have found it's like people either say, "Oh, I don't really like that. That's a little too strong," or "I just don't like it," or they say, "This is a masterpiece." Obviously, they're in between, but that's what I mostly see, and I am in the masterpiece car or whatever you want to say. I find this to be just an unbelievably good smelling scent. This just puts me in a mood, man. I don't know how else to describe it. It just puts me in a mood. Just smelling it. What does it smell like? Well, obviously it's called Tobacco Vanille. So, if you have an IQ of 2, you could probably figure out that it smells like tobacco and vanilla. However, I don't really get that off the bat. When I first smell this is my personal opinion. When I first bought this, right? Because I heard like, oh, Tobacco Vanille, Tom Ford, it's big thing. This is $10. Like, it's like $10. It might be 15. I could be wrong. Very, very cheap. This will last you. Okay, again, let me just show this really quick. It's almost completely full. I've used this a number of times. I mean, this stuff lasts a very long time, this cologne oil. It's much more potent than alcohol-based sprays. It lasts a very long time. When I first smell this, like when I first opened this sucker up and smelled it, I get like spices. So I don't get like spicy as in like ozonic or like what do you call it? Like green colognes, like Cool Water or like Green Irish Tweed, that kind of thing. That spicy like sea scent, not like that. I mean spices in like baking spices, like cinnamon or allspice. Like something you'd smell in an apple pie or gingerbread or a pumpkin pie. So it's sweet smelling, but it's not sweet like candy or anything like that. It's sweet like, when you eat a pumpkin pie, it's sweet, but it's not like a Jolly Rancher or anything, So it's more like a delectable like dessert. And that is the first thing I smell from this, right? It's like a wonderful spicy like cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg kind of smell. It smells absolutely fantastic. And then underneath that, I get pipe tobacco. And I smoke a pipe once in a while, about once a year or so. And I'm not a like enthusiast of pipe tobacco or pipes or anything, but I know I know the culture and everything. I've smelled my fair share of pipe tobacco, and if you've ever opened a bag of pipe tobacco and stuck your nose in it, if you're into that, it smells so good. I mean, it just smells amazing. This is freakishly accurate to what a bag of pipe tobacco would smell like, and I really mean that, freakishly accurate. When I put this, I mean, this is just smelling the actual oil. I know this is kind of weird. I'm like sticking this shit up my nose, but when you put this on your skin, it's unbelievable how like authentically it smells like pipe tobacco. And that's a smell that not a lot of people might be into, because that's a strong smell, you know. That's not a like what you would associate with cologne. It's not a gourmand per se, but it's not like a cologne-y smell, if that makes sense. It's just like pipe tobacco. And when you actually put this on your skin, and I must say, and I have read, like, if you're like I said, I'm very long-winded, so this is gonna be a long review. But I've read plenty of reviews of tobacco vanille, and most people have said it's like a beast. Like, you spray one spray and it like blows the fucking windows out of the place, and it's strong and lasts like all day. And I kind of feel like with this company, they do the same kind of thing. Like, I've noticed this is like my strongest by far. This lasts all the time. Like, I've put this on at like noon and gone to bed and woken up the next day, and I could still smell it even after a shower, like faintly. So it's very strong. And when you put this on your skin, that spicy smell is very strong. I think it smells really good, but some people might think it's a little too much. And you get that pipe tobacco smell. When this dries down, and this is my experience, it could be different on your skin with your oils and everything, depending on what kind of skin you have. I get two phases. I get that spicy, like beautiful, like dessert spice kind of smell, with that tobacco underneath, which smells really good. And then it dries down to the vanilla. And there might be a little vanilla in it, but I don't really get a lot personally. When it dries down, that's where I get the vanilla. And like almost everything else disappears, and I get a lot of vanilla. And that takes a long time with this particular oil. So I would say like a number of hours, like 4 or 5 hours, and then you get vanilla. And then with me, I'm left with like maybe a little pipe tobacco and a lot of vanilla. And that's kind of weird. And I don't know if the actual Cologne by Tom Ford works like that with the dry downs and you know, the phases and everything. But with this particular Cologne oil, that's how it works. And that vanilla is, I love the smell of vanilla personally. I think it smells just so good. It makes me so happy and content. And that vanilla smell, man. I don't smell it right now when I'm sniffing it. I get that spice, but when it dries down, you'll get a vanilla smell, and it smells like a chocolate chip cookie or like a white chocolate chip cookie. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm getting a little giddy talking about it, but man, it smells really fucking good. So yeah, so I don't, again, like I don't know what tobacco vanille smells like, but like I've read a lot of reviews of this oil, and people have said it smells very close, if not the same. And man, it smells good. So I would say if you want to, and I've said in my last review, if you want to try a scent that you think is a little too expensive or like way out of your price range, dude, just go for this company. Again, I'm not sponsored, but like this was like, I think I paid $10 for this. Like, just go for it. I mean, like, look at how much this will last you like a year. You can't go wrong. It's going to smell almost identical to the original Cologne. Don't get a decant. Don't get a sample. I'm being honest. Don't do that. Just get this. It's going to smell almost the same, and you'll be able to make up your mind. And like I said before, if you like this, then you're golden. You have this, you have this bottle it's going to last you forever. And then like, what do you replace it? $10, whatever. $15. Some of their more expensive ones are like 15. So maybe this one was 15, but like, big deal. And so I would say go for it. Wear this one in the winter, I would say, or the fall. And again, I'm more of a person. I don't go for compliments, although who the hell doesn't love compliments? But I'm more of like, I just do this so I like smells. Like, I like to smell good. I like how it smells. I like to feel good about myself. So do whatever the hell you want. Wear whatever you want, whenever you want. But I wouldn't say wear this in the summer, personally. It would be a little weird in the summer. A lot of people have said that. I'm going to smell it one more time. It's so damn delectable. But yeah, I could see why some people wouldn't like this. And I'm sure if you've watched other reviews, some people have said, oh, I don't like that. Because it is very strong. And, you know, it's a weird little, I mean, niche is an appropriate term for this cologne because it's for a small amount of people, I think. Because it's not like, it's not really particularly masculine. I wouldn't say it's particularly feminine either. It's one of those weird colognes where I wouldn't say it's even unisex. It's just, it's a smell. It's almost not like a cologne. There's nothing cologne-y about it. If that makes sense. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say in my brain. But it's just like, it's a weird smell, man. It smells really good, though. But it's very, it's something that you wouldn't want to, like, maybe wear on a date, I'd say. You might be able to wear this to work because, you know, like maybe people, if it's like your signature scent, people might know you for that scent and be like, oh yeah, they might get used to it. But on a date, I don't know if I would wear this because it's like, it's very pungent. And like I said before, it is a pungent cologne. Of all the cologne oils I own, this one is very strong. I apply the least amount of this because it is very strong. And cologne oil in general tends to be, in general, stronger than actual cologne, you know, alcohol-based sprays. So this one will, like I said, like knock your socks off if you put too much on. So don't do that. But if you like tobacco, I love the smell of pipe tobacco. If you like all that, just get it and try it out, you know. You might like it, you might hate it, but if you hate it, you wasted $10, $15. Give it to your friend or your girlfriend or whoever, you know. So yeah, so this is a great scent. I don't really have any more to say. This is a great scent. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. This is the U.S. Oil Perfumery version of it. It is not the actual scent, of course. Very good. Very fun scent. Fun scent to wear. So that's all I have to say. Peace out. Everybody have a wonderful day and take care of yourselves.